Hey folks, 11:45 a.m. 25th of the 7th, 2023. What is a guitar fret? A fret on a guitar is a raised element, normally metal, that is embedded into the fingerboard. They determine the correct pitch of a note when the strings are pressed against them. By segmenting the fingerboard into sections using frets, we are able to play notes precisely without being flat or sharp. This makes playing the guitar much easier. Information from killerrig.com. Next section, why is it called a fret on a guitar? From the late 14th century, ridge on the fretboard of a guitar, 15th century of unknown origin, possibly from another sense of Old French frette, ring, ferrule, compare Middle English fret or tie or lace, early 14th century, fretten, verb, to bind, fastened, mid 14th century. This was written 14th of April 2018 by Itim Online, which is that there. How many frets does a guitar have? As is so often the case, it depends. Acoustic, electric guitars both have different numbers of frets, with acoustic generally being lower than electrics. For the most part, acoustic guitars will have 19 to 24, with the most common number being 20 frets. Electric guitars, however, will mostly have between 21 and 24 frets, but then the type of guitar will also differ in how many frets it has. For example, basically every Les Paul has 22 frets, whereas Fender Stratocasters come in 21 and 22 fret models, and many Ibanez and PRSs have 24 frets. So whilst the most usual number of frets on an electric guitar is 22, you can see it depends entirely on which guitar. Different styles of music need different things. So guitars have been made with varying numbers of frets to cater to those needs. Information from guitarinsideout.com. £12:40 p.m. 23rd 7 2023, Sunday afternoon. And what am I doing? Well, this is basically I suppose an update of what I'm doing regarding some of my projects. The guitars, for example, I can only do a project if I have the funds to get the, say, like a varnish or resin or the tools to complete that project, because certain projects require certain tools that I don't have the ability or the capability here to manufacture tools I need that I could actually buy cheaper. And at the moment, most of the guitars I have need to be refretted, and the timbre is so dry that putting new frets in by hand is extremely difficult one after there was already frets in the same slots. And this timber here on this Abilene is just so dry. Trying to put them in by hand with a little hammer is more than just time consuming. and in most cases they won't even stay in place unless you want to glue them in. So to help me out a little bit, I've had to wait until I've had the funds and budget my money to buy the tools I need. In this example, these are marked under luthier, which is somebody who makes or repairs musical instruments such as guitars and such. This is what I bought. And by the way, guys, this is the cheap version of this tool. So it was, I think the postage was free on this, yes, with tracking. So this is from China, I think, yes, China, Shanghai. To put it in perspective, $50 here in China, I mean, in Australia, this same tool is probably around $200. And yes, it's just a clamp someone's modified. And this is what you use to put these frets in. I've never used one before. I've always done it by hand. But as you can see, you have these wooden blocks to help support and protect the neck. Worst case scenario is that you actually have to replace the whole fretboard, which are usually made out of a rosewood, India, or something similar, or pine. There's certain woods you can use for musical instruments, and some woods you shouldn't use. So what was missing out of this tools is this here, where my mouse is pointing. And unfortunately, some sellers sell these individually, and I'm not sure about this guy. I haven't looked at this person's thing. So he sells, okay, he sells all 9 for $28. And do I have the right size? I don't know. I haven't even measured it. But I mean, I could make one of those individually if I had to. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. But this is what it is. Turn on my light. And I'm not sure what timber that is. It looks like, it actually looks like spruce, actually. And you can see where the slots are here. A slot for the insert. The ones I've got or waiting for are these ones. And I got these ones for $21 or under $21. And even though it says $24 there, I was given a discount when I bought it. So when I went to checkout, I only had to pay $21, I think it was, and something cents. But that's the ones I got. These are brass. So the more arch that's in here, see the arch, which gives you your scale. But I mean, if it has that type of arch, it means the brass is thicker than compared to this one here, where it'd be thinner. So I'll show that here. As you can see, thicker. But they are supposed to be the same thickness, so maybe they're trying to save on materials. I'll soon find out, because descriptions, especially when it comes to foreign shops, are usually not necessarily accurate for whatever reason. I could probably figure it out, but you know, I'm just waiting for these to turn up. They take up usually about 3 or 4 weeks to turn up. If I'm lucky, 2 weeks. If I'm even luckier, a week. So that's what I'm waiting for to turn up, is those, so I can use that onto that. I think I bought some new frets for that. If I didn't, it looks like I'm gonna have to buy some new frets. I've shown in previous videos 4 electric guitars that need done. A couple of them need to be re-resined, simply because of their condition, being soaked or water damaged. All of that had to be removed to allow them to dry out properly. So that's what I'm waiting for, is that. Not my offers list, which I declined. No, I didn't. I just waited for it to expire. What else am I up to? I do have new projects coming along because I can get the materials cheaply. Oh yeah, let me show you something. This fret inserter, type in fret tool. Now, if I can find it. This is eBay, obviously. Aussie version. You just saw that. It's not there. Well, it is. It's just hard to find it. This might reduce what I'm looking for. We'll see. I think I just went past it. Here. This is, as you can see, this is probably the cheapest version I've seen on eBay for $197, which means if it was $300 here from Guangdong, China, then over here it'd be $600, or such as that there, it'd be $400 here to buy. That's the difference in prices, including guitar parts or new parts. You can expect to pay quadruple here, and your light just went off. So that's why I get them in from China, because I can't afford it, basically. But hopefully it works, and it is a quality tool. As I said, this is the higher end one. It looks like a panel beaters bodywork guy's clamp that they've modified, like they've done with this wood clamp here. They've modified. So we'll see if it works. It's advertised for bass guitar work, but I mean, I have seen them advertised for all guitar or for fret work. So perhaps that's just an English interpretation that they've found. So yeah, that's an update for those. Further update for the cabinet, which is there. I haven't put together yet, because it all has to be put together at the same time with the drawers inside to square it up, and it all has to go to clamp together in one go, and I still haven't got the top for it. Okay, thanks for watching.